Hi, I am Yachit Sandarwan. So in this video, we are going to take a look at a problematic situation which happened to a quantity survey where he wanted to count uh, the door windows or the windows or the doors counts from a door window schedule. So actually, he had an Excel sheet which separates column for the separate features like this for the heights, width, and so on. He had to take the count of these doors and windows for different kinds, okay, for different categories actually. That means take a look at this one. Height is for 5,400, width is 3,150. But here height is same, but there is a different width. Okay, so actually, if we go with the counting function and if we input the criteria as 5,400, that means if we calculate or if we count only 5,400 from this range, you can get the answer as 2 because there are two 5,400 in this range. Okay. But we don't want a result like this. I want a result like this. That means from this category, we have one window. From this category, I have one window. So for that, we have to look both height and width column, not only height column. So let's see how we can handle this situation. Before that, we have to remove the duplicates of this data range. That means by that way we can take different categories. So for that, if we select the entire range, first I have to take a copy of this data here. So I will paste here. Then you have to select both these columns like this, and then you can go to the data tab, and there is remove duplicates option, and then you can go to that. Make sure the ticks on both columns, then hit OK. So you can have different categories like this by removing all the duplicates. So in this data range, you have so many duplicates, but in this data range, you don't have any duplicates. That means those are the different categories of doors and windows. Let's see, windows. Those are the different categories of windows you are going to count. So we have to first prepare this list by removing the duplicates. That's how we remove the duplicates in this data range. Then I am going to count this category from this range and this category from this range. For that, you have to look not only height column but also height and width column. For that, I can easily do thing like this. Okay, you can combine both height and width columns. We'll insert another column. So you have to combine both height and width column like this. Equal sign height, that means A2 column, then I can input ampersand mark like this to combine 10 with cell. Enter, then you can get a result by combining both height and width figures. If you double click this cell, you can get the result to the whole range. Then I am going to count this category from this range. Okay, for that, usually go with the count if function. Then what is the range from here to here? But keep in mind you have to log the range, row range. For that, I can input dollar marks in front of the numbers. That means in front of 2 and in front of 28 in order to log the row numbers of this range. because we are going to drag this formula vertically down like this. If you are going to drag the formula down like this, if you don't lock the range will also drag vertical down. We don't want to drag my range down, so I have to lock my range like this and then comma. Then we have to input the criteria. What is the criteria? I am going to find this uh, height value and this width value from this entire range. I can manually type this like this figure like this. So but the thing is, if you are going to drag the formula vertically down, this won't help. Okay, so I can give this argument like this cell combined by this cell. If you combine this cell with this cell, the result will be like this. Okay, actually, so what is the meaning of this formula is, you are going to count this number from this range. Okay, then I will drag this formula and show you once again. Criteria is this value combined with this value. That means this figure, I'm going to count this figure from this range. Okay, that means I can count this figure from this range. That means 3. Okay, then you can drag the formula like this, then you can get the result. Okay, so that's how we handle this situation, that we how we count the different categories of the windows. I hope you enjoy and you get some extra knowledge from this video. So you can subscribe the YouTube channel Smart Excel SL. I hope to meet you guys with another helpful video.